Thrity Engineer-Mbuthia. And before she comes, allow me to just tell you something little about Thrity. So Thrity is a professional marketer. She's an educator. She is a writer and a certified executive coach. She has over 15 years leadership experience in various fields across the East African region, such as sales, marketing, and communication. She was the first woman in East Africa to receive the coveted, should I say, accreditation of the Fellow of the Chartered Institute of Marketing, UK. Now, Thrity's commitment to leadership has been outstanding. And actually, in 2011, she was named one of Kenya's top 40 under 40 women in leadership. Top 40 women under 40. Let's appreciate her for that. So she runs a consulting firm, that is Thrity Engineer Consulting. There are 3 areas of focus. 1, executive coaching, 2, training, and 3, consultancy. Her life motto is, nothing is impossible. You just have to find a way. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together as we welcome Ms. Thrity Engineer-Mbuthia to come and make her remarks.
It's so lovely to be here. I'm so honored to be with you this morning, distinguished guests, graduates, Simon Page team. It's really, really a big privilege to be here. I was listening to Prince Will as he was talking about the history of Simon Page in Kenya. I was remembering that day when they broke in. He was he mentioned it in a team meeting. We walked on that journey during the launch, and I was just telling him this morning how much it fills me with pride to see where Simon Page is today. After 8 years, close to 9 years, it's a wonderful example of how someone who has a lot of passion and a lot of commitment has not only been able to build a brand and make it stand out within the country, but is also visionary and showing us the way forward. And so we can only wish Prince Will and Simon Page another 10 years, another 20 years. And maybe by that time, some of you will be here at this podium making some comments and some sharing more of your experiences through the marketing journey. So we wish Simon Page a very, very long, long life and a lot of success. And I wanted to start by telling you about something that I knew when I was 6 years old. I wanted to be a teacher. And over the years, I don't know what happened to that dream. It sort of fizzled somewhere. And by the time I was getting to the university, for those of you who know my history, I actually ended up studying science. So I was one of those people who was doing maths, physics, and chemistry. Very weird, right? But how many of you today knew automatically that you wanted to do marketing? Who started out with their first qualification in marketing? Anyone? Yes, a few people. But there's still some people who are shaking their heads and said, no, we found out about this profession of marketing much later. So that's what happened to me. I finished my degree, I looked back at it and I said, gosh, that was a total waste of time. Now what? So my first job was in sales. And guess what? It was the one job I was very sure I did not want to do. And as I progressed in that sales job, is when I discovered marketing. And boy, did I fall in love with marketing. Because for the last 25 years, that's the only thing that I've been talking about. Marketing, marketing, marketing. And finally, when I left the corporate sector, I got a chance to do what I wanted to do when I was 6 years old. Become a teacher. And so, my message to you is, whether you found marketing right at the beginning of your career or you found it in the middle of your career, you have, and of course I'm biased, chosen the best profession ever. There is no business, none, that can function without marketing. So each and every one of you is very important in that ecosystem. But as we've been challenged, as Prince Will has told us, we cannot just sit back and rely on only the foundation and only the principles. We've got to continue the learning process. And so this morning, when I was asked to speak about resilience, we have heard stories about resilience, about how Simon Page College of Marketing has grown, about how Diana and Eliud have personal examples of resilience. But I thought I would mention just a few things around resilience for you as you continue with your career progression, whether as an employee or as an entrepreneur. So the first one is around embracing change. Change is going to occur all the time. The external environment we are living in today is changing. By the time we leave here, we might find there's an announcement of, is it another tax? Let's hope not, yeah? But oh, Grace, sorry about that. We have to embrace that change all the time. Yeah, we have to be ready for it. No matter what's going to happen, we must know that change is constant. So don't get stressed about change. Go with the flow. The second thing, learn from failure. So I don't know about you, but when I did my CIM, which was many years ago, and we used to sit for exams, I don't think there was any one of us that didn't have to repeat a paper. How many of us have repeated? Okay, don't put up your hands. But even myself, yeah, I actually repeated one paper. And I'm here to tell you, it does not matter about the grade. It does not matter. What matters is that you learned from the experience. And I hope that you will take that to heart, not just for your qualifications that you have, but also in life, and pass it on to your children. That one failure or two failures does not make you a failure. Yeah? All right. Then there's another issue that I think we want to highlight, which is continuous learning. You're graduating today. It's a wonderful milestone. But don't stop. Don't stop learning. Learning continues, and learning comes in different ways. You could go to a formal institution for learning, but you can also learn by yourself. You can learn from others. And the one thing that has surprised me over the years is that you can even learn from little children. They are actually very amazing in what they do and how they teach you. They remind you to do simple things, like tell the truth. Yeah? All right. Another thing that helps us in the area of resilience, mental health and wellness. This has become a very big topic nowadays. But what are we doing to secure this wellness for ourselves? When was the last time you put aside some time for yourself? We had sleepless nights. There was writing paragraphs and canceling them. I'm sure that did not do very well for wellness. But now you are here. You've graduated, or you're graduating rather, today. And think of yourself. Think of something that you're going to do for yourself and for your family that is going to make a difference in that area. I want to talk about networking. It is simply one of the most powerful tools that exists. You're here in this fraternity. You've heard there's an alumni dinner coming up. You have the opportunity to network with professionals from different sectors. Yes, you may all be in the profession of marketing, but all of you are in different sectors. Please make use of those networks. I can tell you for a fact, when I did CIM, I not only built my networks, but some of my best friends were because I studied CIM. So whatever friendships you have built, please hang on to them, nurture them, grow them, and build those networks. How many of us have vision boards? Do they work? They work? Totally. So you can see that there are people here who have used the power of a vision board. A vision board, for those who may not know, is simply a diagrammatic representation of what you want for yourself, your own personal vision for the future. So part of resilience is building a vision board, putting a picture of yourself. Where do you see yourself? Where do you want to go? What do you want to achieve? And those of you in the room who have said you've used vision boards, you've said they work. Look at those vision boards every single day. Manifest that positivity in your life. And let me tell you, people, that vision will actually come to pass. So that's a challenge for you. Finally, celebrate your successes. That's why we are here today, right? But sometimes we think success is a graduation ceremony. Sometimes success can be that you wrote that one paragraph. Yeah? So whatever it is that you feel you have achieved in your life, make sure that every single day you get a chance to celebrate those moments, those small moments, and celebrate, of course, the big ones as well. I know I said finally, but finally, there's a word I want to leave you with that struck me as somehow important, and that is kindness. Be kind to someone. Be kind to yourself. You never know what impact you might be making on someone's life when you are kind to them. Be kind to someone. Be kind to yourself. Thank you very much.